Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan, and to my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about the February 27th full moon. And if this is your first time tuning into this channel, I upload videos as far as the moon energy reports each and every single moon cycle. And if you really want to become aware of what energies you're working with in order to help you thrive more, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. We're just about to have our second full moon of 2021. And I'll be honest with you, 2021 has been pretty intense so far. It has felt at times like a heavy energy, but all this heavy energy has been helping bring up what needs to be released. Some of you might even have experienced this back in January. All of a sudden ending to a situation, a certain toxic situation. And what's important is when you're going through the healing process, you certainly want to get rid of those emotions. You want to release those painful emotions. But what's really important is to just becoming aware of what needs to be released and then giving yourself the time and opportunity to release it. Because when it comes to the purging stage, sometimes you have to physically purge it out several times. It's not just going to happen one time, or else you have to do some deep meditations with your angels in order to help you heal certain past painful experiences. And as far as this energy coming forth right now, it's the Virgo full moon. And this energy is not such an energy as far as taking action, but it's really an energy about really focusing inwards. Focusing in as far as matters of the heart, as far as whether it's your personal or your career life, really thinking deeply as far as how is it that you want to move forward? How is it that you're able to resolve certain issues? How are you able to let go of certain things? And what's truly important during this full moon is to be extremely gentle, loving, and caring with yourself, and especially understanding. Because as far as this journey, certain stages of the awakening process can be very difficult, can be very painful, can literally drop your vibrational frequency, bringing up a lot of sadness. But what's important is to be understanding that not everything is able to get resolved immediately. Certain things are going to take an extended period of time. But from my own experiences, the most painful experiences that I've managed to purge, that been able to release, are the ones that I got the most valuable life lessons out of. And the first thing that you should know about the February 27th full moon is cleaning out toxicity with kindness. Whether this is toxicity as far as certain bad habits that you're hanging on to, because there's certain things that you don't want to face immediately. There's certain things that you want to continue to suppress. Or else whether this is certain individuals, certain toxic individuals, don't just see things for what they are on the surface. I went through a situation about a month ago where one of my friends, it was becoming a very toxic environment. Instead of lashing out at him, I was more understanding. I was able to see within him. I was able to use my empathic abilities to see, to gain a better understanding of this is why he has all this toxicity that's coming out. And obviously we ended up going our own ways for a short period of time. But that is completely fine. I could have lashed out at him, but instead I cleaned it out with kindness. It is the same thing as far as bad habits. If there's certain bad habits that you're hanging on to, you don't have to right away quit them completely, but ask yourself, why are you hanging on to them? Just when I had my spiritual awakening, I'd stopped smoking. All of a sudden, I let go. Everyone fell out of my life. And then all of a sudden, I had nothing attaching me from my old version to my new version. Started smoking again for a couple of months. But it wasn't that I went out with anger. I decided to choose kindness, love and kindness, in order to release this. And once you do, you're gonna see it's all gonna happen naturally as far as what needs to be released, as far as what you need to let go. It's just a matter of doing it, and you're gonna see it's gonna get substituted with something much better, something much more of a high vibrational frequency. The second thing you should know about the February 27th full moon is releasing triggers. This happens over and over during your spiritual awakening to teach you a lesson, or else to make you become aware of something that you weren't before. It could be certain individuals or certain situations that triggers you. And it's just a test. That's all it is. It's a test to see, are you going to react the exact same way that you used to? Or now are you able to take a step back and become more of an observer? Are you able to see it from a different vantage point, as far as a different point of view? And often you're being triggered. Often these triggers come up in order for you to finally realize that it's time to let something go. As far as example, when I first started YouTube, the night before I decided, okay, I'm going to try to put 3-4 videos a week, literally going as full time as I can. All of a sudden I had this fear that was coming up. I was being triggered by this, as far as the thought of putting myself out there. But I was aware that I was meant to bathe in this fear and then let it go once and for all, and no longer ever allow it to control me. So look at situations in your life right now. Look at what is triggering, who is triggering you, or what situations are triggering you, because it's just a test. It's just a test to either prove something to yourself, make you see a situation from a different point of view, or make you react completely different. The third thing you should know about the February 27th full moon is letting go of self-doubt once and for all. And many of individuals have been approaching me as far as certain ideas, certain ways that as far as they want to move forward, but they're still feeling that doubt. They're still not sure. And the truth of the matter is, unless you try something, you're never going to know whether or not it's going to be successful. And not only this, as far as self-doubt, if you're remotely feeling that self-doubt, others are going to sense this. Therefore, instead of feeling any type of self-doubt, allow that inner child to come out. Allow that inner child, as far as the excitement. Remember when you used to be a child, how excited you were when you were doing something that you love? Allow those emotions to come up. Allow that inner child to come out and start pushing forth with whatever it is that you're passionate about. And most importantly, let your actions speak louder than your words. Don't start blurring it out. Doesn't matter who they are. Don't start telling each and every single person what project you're working on. What is it that you want to get out, as far as the example is in the public, as far as a new business idea. Keep it to yourself. Work quietly and let your actions speak louder than your words. Because if you start telling everyone this, one, they're either going to be doubting you, they're going to be putting you down, they're going to tell you your idea is not good, or else two, they're going to be overhyping it up, and it's going to cause you to not be as hungry. It's going to cause you to become lazy and to take more time than you should to get whatever project you're working on. But let that self-doubt go, because everything is just a reflection of your thoughts. Your emotions plus your thoughts create your reality. Therefore, if you have a lot of doubt, well, that's what you're going to sense out. That's what's going to reflect back to you. You let that doubt go. Instead, you raise that confidence. You push forth with whatever it is that you feel is right in your heart. And then watch the miracles come forth. The fourth thing you should know about the February 27th full moon, it's a time of resting up. It's a time of looking inwards. It's a time of really looking after your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health, your spiritual health, really allowing yourself, giving yourself the time and opportunity to work your way through certain issues, certain things that are coming up, and really taking care of yourself, because this is the last moon cycle as far as being able to just work on self. Starting next moon cycle, it's going to be about really starting to take action. You're really going to be feeling this pulling energy as far as really wanting to start stepping forward with what it is that you're passionate about. And this is the last moon cycle where you can really rest up. Make sure to continue to work on raising your vibration. Get a bit of more meditation. If you're able to, 10-15 minutes in the morning, 10-15 minutes at nighttime. If you can, on the weekend, go out in nature. Go take a walk out in nature and really focus on your vibrational frequency this full moon cycle, and really make sure that you're feeling good. Don't allow things to bring you down during this full moon cycle. Make sure you're feeling really good and put a lot of time and a focus on how is it that you want to move forward in 2020? What is it that you want to have come forth? What do you need as of this very moment? Think about that. Short term, medium term, and long term. Think about what manifestations do you want to work for as far as what is it that you want to bring forth. Anytime you got any blockages, open up to your angels and your guides, because right now is all the time of figuring things out, planning it, getting it down on paper, and starting next moon cycle. And especially with the spring equinox coming up, you're really going to be pulled to start to take action on this. So make sure to rest up, drink a lot of water, a lot of fluids, take care of yourself and prepare yourself, because once spring hits, you're going to be propelled on your spiritual journey. And the fifth thing you should know about the February 27th full moon is connecting with your higher self and expanding your consciousness. This Virgo full moon right now is bringing forth this energy that's going to help expand your consciousness. It's going to help you understand things at an extremely deep level. And not only this, by doing some extended meditation, start to connect with your higher self and start to discover more about yourself, not just in this lifetime. Start looking back as far as your past lives. Start discovering more and more about your spiritual gifts, amping them up. Because right now, as far as this Virgo energy coming forth, Virgo is an extremely intelligent sign. Virgo is able to figure things out at a very deep level. You know what I mean? They could be looking at a circuit board and they would understand exactly what needs to be fixed. And this energy can be used as far as solving certain problems you're facing right now, solving certain issues, understanding better how you should move forward, understanding better what changes you should be making. So really make sure to take the time to just sit by yourself and intentionally connect with your higher self, intentionally put certain questions out there and wait for the answers to come. It might not come within the first 10, 15 minutes of your meditation, but you'll be shocked that once you're able to start to do half an hour meditations to 1 hour meditation, how much information you're able to gain, how you're able to access different astral planes in order to receive the guidance, the information that you need. And sometimes it's to help you heal, sometimes to help you understand, and sometimes it's to help you move forward. And if you're remotely not feeling as good as you want to be feeling right now, what's really important is 3-4 days prior to the full moon and then up to 3-4 days after. Therefore, for a 1 week period, really focus on your vibrational frequency. Really pay attention as far as, is this making me feel better? Is this bringing me down? Is it raising my vibrations or is it dropping my vibrations? And what you're able to remove it, even if it's just temporary for that 7-day period, because you want to be vibing as high as possible during the full moon, because that's when you're able, example, if you want to release something, that's when you're going to be able to. If you want to manifest something, if you want to have certain ideas come forth, because as far as gaining information, example, during your meditation, the higher you're vibing, the more information you're going to be able to take in. So really look after yourself. Make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're getting enough sleep, you're getting enough water, you're staying hydrated. Because as far as this moon cycle, it's the last one as far as being able to rest up, and you're going to see that time is going to seem to be speeding up within the next month. Once you start seeing all the snow going away, spring is coming, and especially when we hit that spring equinox, once you see the spring equinox hit, you're going to notice that time's going to be speeding up. You're going to be noticing that you're going to be feeling a lot more higher vibrational frequency. You're going to have a lot more energy and you're going to be pulled towards working on a project. Therefore, make sure right now, if you're remotely feeling stressed out, if you're remotely needing to take a break, go out in nature, connect with Mother Nature, connect with Mother Gaia, and release that stress. Take in the sight. Clear that mind, get in the present moment. Nothing has helped me more as far as on my spiritual journey than getting in the present moment, because oftentimes you have to let go of something before you bring forth something even better. By being able to remain in that present moment, you're able to maintain the highest vibrational frequency possible. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.